And so it's a real win-win.
Construction on the new facility is expected to begin next year and be producing Weyerhaeuser's timber strand products by late 2027. Over the past year, Arkansas has prosecuted more Medicaid fraud cases than any other state.
To some, it might seem like a victimless crime, but Arkansas Attorney General Tim Griffin says taxpayers and even patients are the victims. KTHV 11's Rolly Hoyt shows us what's being done to prevent it.
Deception, lying, stealing, fraud is the common foundation.
The fact that Arkansas Attorney General Tim Griffin is describing a class of criminals committing misdemeanors and low-level felonies gives you an idea how seriously he takes Medicaid fraud.
We all pay our taxes and we all fund this, and money at the federal level and in many other levels of government around the country is certainly tight, but this is our money.
The state has an entire unit dedicated to finding people taking advantage of the federally funded, state-managed health insurance program. The MFCU prosecuted 13 cases in Griffin's first year in office, among the most in the country, according to federal watchdogs.
If an individual, a criminal, is telling Medicaid that they're taking care of somebody, and Medicaid believes they need that care, and that person's either getting third-rate care, insufficient care, not care, well, that's a victim.
The cases range from a granddaughter lying about providing care to her grandmother and then splitting the cash with her.
People don't feel like anyone will ever know, so it's sort of done away from the public eye.
Or there's the other extreme, the rare high-profile case where a fraud charge sums up other alleged misdeeds. Take the investigation into psychiatrist Dr. Brian Hyatt. The former chair of the state medical board is accused of systematically admitting mental patients and holding them against their will in order to run up charges to Medicaid. He faces more than 150 civil lawsuits, but the 2 counts of Medicaid fraud brought by Griffin's team pose the biggest criminal jeopardy. The trial's still months away, but Griffin is proud of what bringing the charges has accomplished already with the hospitals Hyatt worked for.
It's in their interest, once they learn of this, not to be associated with someone who's thieving and stealing, to put it bluntly.
Hyatt has pleaded not guilty, and barring a change, the case will play out in a Pulaski County court next spring. It promises to be sensational, a far cry from what the unit typically uncovers.
This is an individual who was a dental assistant. They submitted Medicaid services timesheets to be paid for service support in the community. It was worth about 18 grand.
Victoria Smith Williams is free on $10,000 bond with an arraignment hearing set for December 10th. If convicted of the Class B felony, she faces between 5 to 20 years in prison and a fine of up to $15,000.
If I were those criminals listening to this and you've been thieving and stealing or you're thinking about it, I'd stop it, because we're gonna get you.